What is your number one?
So my number one is stop tracking website conversions and start measuring offline conversions.
Interesting.
Yep. So um, I would say you still want to track everything. And it's not that we don't. But the key with this, and the key word there is measuring, is the measurement part. So there's the tracking, which is the collecting piece of the data, which you want to take a look at. But as you know, we work with a lot of clients that are in the B2B space, or even professional services that could be B2C, and they're doing lead gen, and the sale happens offline. And if you're just tracking website conversions, you have a high likelihood of getting something wrong. And what you're doing is, if you're measuring those conversions, you're likely informing the ad platforms of those actions. And when you're doing that, if they are not the audiences who you are targeting that are actually leading to a sale, then those algorithms within those platforms are going to go and potentially find more of the wrong audience, more of the wrong type of people, right? So, let's say you've got you got 3 campaigns, you get 100 conversions from one campaign. That's website conversion. So that'd be a form fill or a phone call. 10 of those are qualified, 4 become clients. You have another campaign, it's only 50 conversions. So it looks like it's not doing as good. You get 15 qualified and then 3 clients. 25 conversions in the next campaign, 8 qualified, 5 clients. Which one performed the best? Now, you might say, I'll stop you, just hold on, Tom. You might say it's the one that got the most clients, but the wrench in the whole thing, and the two pieces that most agencies or companies aren't measuring. Do you want to take a guess on the 2 numbers?
Hey everyone, it's Tom from Bullhorns and Bullseyes. Just a quick time out here to humbly ask you to take a moment to hit the like button on this video and to subscribe to the channel. Just do it right now while you're thinking about it, if you don't mind. It helps us grow the channel, and as the channel grows, we can continue to get great guests. So do it now, and we thank you. Back to the video. Return on marketing spend.
Well, so that's the outcome, but how do you measure that number?
Total sales.
So your revenue.
Total revenue against your marketing spend.
Right. Yeah. So like, if you look at it on its face, you say, well, let's say you started with the first number, 100 conversions, that was the best campaign. But in the end, that could not be true. That it's possible that's not actually true. Again, because you have these other metrics, how many were qualified, and then another metric, how many did actually become converted. But in, say, the 50 conversions, 15 qualified, but 3 clients, maybe you had a client in there that was 3 times the revenue of any other client for whatever reason. Now, that could potentially have been the best performing campaign because it brought in the most revenue. And then depending on how much it costs you within that campaign is then really going to tell you either that ROI, and then all of them combined is your marketing efficiency ratio. So that's really when you get into measurement and performance-based marketing, that like I would challenge most companies, if you're currently working with an agency or you're doing advertising, you can't be basing performance, the effectiveness of performance based solely off of conversions. Sure, you want to look at conversion rates and those types of things for other potential metrics, but yeah, whether or not they're effective or not, as soon as you dive into what happens offline and you connect sales and ROI and MERs, the whole world opens up to you and the game changes. So and we started this about 2 years ago, and I just the transformation that's happened with so many clients, it's just been incredible.
Well, I guess you applied this. I don't know if you stated it explicitly, but also the attribution link often gets broken. That chain gets broken in B2B because
Yeah.
there's a lot of decision makers. There's a lot of considering parties. And they pass off emails. They go into private meetings and they have conversations. And you can't track with absolute certainty where the trigger was or why they chose you. So, yeah, I know you preached this in the past, but getting that offline conversion data into the system. So, in other words, this client came to us. We don't know what the path was. We don't know what they clicked, if it was an email or what it was. Is just as important as the conversions that you can see. So,
Right.
all right, good stuff.